Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the last episode. Look, here's the real thing. We're going to finally get the payoff where we see Shido apologizing for everything he did.
I can't wait.
Presumably, he's not actually all that into it right now. Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be Shido. Thank you, Commoner.
I mean, he was the only candidate in the election, apparently.
Yeah, Ross Perot's supporter punching.
Yeah, we did it.
Uh-huh.
Video game's over, everybody. It's not.
Uh-huh. I killed Ray Kroc on live television.
And also, I blame the Phantom Thieves for stuff. You know, for these inexplainable, whatever. Look, this is an extremely low energy episode. I'm gonna be honest here.
We're just running on empty.
We started out this before the episode just being like,
Yeah, that was actually.
Well, something's gonna happen in this episode, right? No,
Well,
the second half of it is all exams.
Yeah, you were like, I need to test my audio, and then you're like, like that. That's what the audio that you wanted to optimize this episode for.
Yeah, and I mean, it sounds great.
Yeah.
Audio is as good as ever.
Yeah.
Perfect for this.
And just obviously everything's going chaotic. Pretty interesting, I guess.
I mean, it's the exact same as every other one.
Yeah, it wasn't like...
Except for, I guess, I don't know, like Kaneshiro, who never got one, and Mad Jed, who didn't. Hey, you know, something we've never talked about. Hey, Futaba just, like, leaked the guy's information online saying that he was the perpetrator behind the whole Mad Jed saga, and he wasn't actually. Like, we just kind of like let that one go.
Yeah.
Like, that was the thing that happened.
Well, we almost. It's weird because we've said almost everything that needs to be said about the Mad Jed saga, which is to say, nothing. You know, we said everything. Nothing happened.
Yeah, basically. Except, I guess, you know, like, Futaba did accuse a man of terrorist acts against the entire country of Japan, and like, no consequences for that.
I like that Haru can't even say I was able to, you know, avenge my father. She was just like, well, I was able to settle with that. It was all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, now she's going, ooh.
Yeah, sorry about my father dying. But I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, Shido also apologized about that too, so I guess two wrongs make a right. That's not the phrase. That's not anything. Oh, extremely low energy. I should have had a Baja Blast before this. Put it on the bingo card.
You know, I was thinking about like a drink idea, like where you add, you know, you add Southern Comfort to Baja Blast and you call it Baja Sud.
I don't even get it.
Like, you know, the Baja California, like the South Baja California. I don't know.
I see. It's a blast of Baja in your mouth. And we were back to talking about Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Taco Bell.
Listen,
That's with an L and a K.
You still like a mid-level YouTuber, if that. You don't have we can't get a sponsorship deal with Taco Bell.
I feel like we should just restart the episode just to be like, I can't keep fucking talking about Taco Bell. We're not going to.
Oh yeah, like this. We're just gonna shamelessly, you know, continue.
Yo,
on.
we can't. Like, usually when it comes to these episodes that I really want to try and, like, at the very minimum, make it the best I can, but I just...
We're just muddling
like,
through.
today is just... It's just, like this and the last episode, despite the fact that we recorded that like 2 days ago or something. It's like, it's just... I just can't with this series anymore.
Yeah, but we have to finish, but we can't.
We have to finish. Like, I want to say that we're so close, because, like, what the fuck could actually happen at this point? But I know.
So close and yet so far. Oh, Amy, come on.
Oh, yeah. Is this supposed to be some sort of brainwashing thing, or is it just Persona 5? We still have not had that explained yet. And despite the fact that I already have like raws of the next 3 episodes, I did not pay attention to them enough to even figure it out.
Yeah.
I know we're gonna be getting to the what might be the final palace. I don't know. Maybe I know they're gonna pull another one out of their ass because we already seen Marquis, but
Well,
maybe they'll pull even another one.
I mean, this game is out of energy too. Let's be honest. Like, Morgana's plan is saying like, oh, let's leave the popularity stuff to Mishima, the most popular person in the world, the most popular kid on the block. Mishima.
He's better at it than the fucking Phantom Thieves.
That's
also
true.
Yeah. Thank you, Torinosuke. Today's election was a success. We got to see the one candidate that we had for prime minister try and turn himself into the police. What a fucking rousing success. Yeah, I mean, I knew that you know, our favorite thing, like fucking seeing a politician immediately resign as soon as he's elected.
I thought Morgana would be more offended when you said, "Yeah, I'll be fine without you."
Oh yeah, I mean, we will, but you're not going anywhere. You're not fooling us.
We've got a full, another semester left.
And you gotta stick around for that. We gotta stick around for that. God. I hate Persona 5 so much.
Well, we need to find out what's in the depths of Momentum.
I mean, we do. I guess. And meet our new villains, I guess.
Like, oh wow, you know what? This is a really sinister scene.
We've already seen this scene before, haven't we?
This is like the 8th time that it's just like, oh well, it's an even deeper conspiracy with even more faceless villains.
I mean, these are like literally faceless villains. We have legislator involved in Shido's schemes, psychiatrist, and proxy police director.
That makes sense.
The greatest villains yet.
Yeah.
Really? How you gonna do that? Like, you can't just keep weekends at Bernieing him around here.
So
if he's just like literally going to resign try to resign every time he put on
one thing
on camera.
I do admire about this game is its absolute confidence in just trying to transfer the charisma from a character that they've been building to the entire game with Shido. And they're like, well, maybe we can, push that off onto these faceless bureaucrats in the deep state and just hope it works. Like, just not even like by fiat. Like, okay, these are the new villains. It's not Shido anymore. So actually, all along, it was these guys.
Shido really that charismatic?
He wasn't like. I mean, he was like in a.
Of course, he had the boss fight. But
yeah.
Prior to that.
Oh yeah. No, but like even. It's like they think they can just turn Gendo Ikari into Nerve and just hope we don't notice. Like, okay, they're just.
By the way, how are you planning to do anything in the metaverse right now? Because Goro fucking exploded on a ship. Now, I know that exploding on a ship doesn't actually matter. Apparently, it's very easy to survive a palace collapsing. But, he was also shot by his doppelganger. And, okay, he's still alive. Let's just be honest.
Yeah,
But he's not here. If they wanted to have an effective scene, they would have him bloody and bruised and still in his Black Mask guy costume.
Yeah.
Like, I'll help you out. You be wanting to change some hearts, I see. This is his new voice now. You be wanting to change some hearts. I'll be helping you out as long as I get to kill me dad.
It's kind of this just generic, like, Irish, Scottish.
Fuck it, I'll take it.
Fisherman.
He's also wearing an eye patch.
Yeah, who is also a pirate. He's a fisherman and a pirate and a mariner in the British Army or the Royal Navy.
He's a fisherman of souls, hearts, if you will. This episode is a disaster.
We're 9 minutes in, and we've got.
We're only 9 minutes. Thankfully, it's not a very long episode, but still.
Yes.
Go ahead and celebrate, idiots.
The Phantom Thieves really exist. That's pretty.
I know. Right? This is like literally. That's literally the first question they ask on here, and we only have like 10% more people answering yes.
Mm-hmm.
What is even happening?
Yeah, that's such it is such a perfect Mishima thing to be like, oh gosh, well, let's ask if they really exist. Let's go back to basics. Gosh.
Square one. That's how you. Oh
the,
no! Are we restarting the game?
The Eternal Optimist. Yeah, the year's already ending. Yeah.
Yep, sure. The year's already ending, but don't worry, everybody. There will be a new year starting right now.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that big tape roll next to Kawakami.
I missed that, but okay. But yeah, no, I was just thinking it's funny that Kawakami is also one of the people who grooms and flirts with minors.
Oh, well,
as a complete afterthought. Like it has nothing to do with anything in the plot. It's just.
Yeah. Is it supposed to be brainwashing? Is there something supernatural going on here, or is everybody just fucking stupid? Just tell me.
I'm
just
sure we'll
tell
see
me
the
right
results
now.
of that if we just wait patiently. The Phantom Thieves Creed.
The Phantom Thieves Credo. I mean, to be honest, it's like, that's the whole thing. It's just like if they're trying to put like some big smear campaign against, propaganda. If they're putting some big propaganda, to convince everybody that Shido's totally okay and everything's fine, it's like there's a phrase here, and that is, you can fool all the people some of the time, and you can fool some of the people all the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. So we literally could just fucking wait until their whole house of sand crumbles down, but. And I guess that's what we're gonna do. I don't know. Like I was gonna say, but we're not. But it's like, no, wait, we are. Well, we just kind of speculate on the fact that nothing's happening. Yeah. There's a phrase that also comes to mind from a band called The Talking Heads.
Oh, yes. You mean same as ever was.
Hey, did you really think that the start of the episode was going to, make any difference?
This is so...
I mean, the only difference this time is that people just didn't immediately go, I always knew he was a shit. Which is weird that it took this long for that to happen, and the game's already over, so, It's like... Great time to broach that subject.
This is so unmotivated. I don't even know how to describe how...
Oh, this episode. Unless you're talking about the scene itself, I don't know.
I'm talking about the scene itself. I mean, they needed to pass their exams. I guess that's... I mean, it's an arbitrary motivation. It's not a good motivation. So, I mean,
what else are we going to do right now? We got to wait for Kamoshida to have a change of heart at the board meeting.
At the board meeting yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, the board meeting.
And then we gotta wait until the assembly tomorrow. The assembly doesn't happen, so that's all right. So actually, instead we're gonna go to the unnamed general, or the unnamed psychiatrist, and the unnamed.
Yeah, we're gonna go find another one of our many unnamed characters and see what's up with them. And then the main characters are gonna assume it's all just a prank and go have sushi.
Yeah, and we gotta wait until some arbitrary. It's gonna be 25 days or 28 days until anything new happens. We just have to wait around.
28 days until they implement their vague, nonsensical plan that does not work without having Goro around here.
Yeah.
28. And I will complete the entire dungeon in the next episode, and then it's just social links all the way down, baby.
28 days until Shido gets sworn in.
Yeah, I mean, until they again, Weekends at Bernie's style, just swear in Shido. They make sure to have like a big piece of duct tape over his mouth so he can't say anything.
Yeah.
They're like, he's very sick, and this is medical duct tape. Please, everybody, remember how much you love Shido. I don't know, man. Would you really consider any one of the characters to have less common sense than the main characters? Yeah, I bet. That's thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have several adult women. my life.
Yeah.
Several people like 15 years older than me. I'm currently courting.
Well, they're courting me.
Yusuke, of course, when he says that, he means that he is literally starving. He is a literally starving artist. He's an extremely... Like, he's been riding Madarame's coattails the entire time here, and now that he's gone, he's actually found himself, at least in the social link, to be an extremely unsuccessful, like, untalented artist here. So he is slowly realizing that he's going to die if he does not change the course of his life very soon. Which is why he's hanging out here, even though he's not fucking taking exams.
Well, what are you talking about? I'm assuming he's just here because of his social circle. Like, he doesn't have any real motivation. But, like, it doesn't matter.
I'm writing fan fiction.
Oh, man.
I'm bored.
This is so... This is the worst episode. I think this is the worst episode that we've ever done. Like, not just...
we're not gonna stop it.
I know. We're going through this. We're just...
Yo, but like, if you thought the strength was bad...
Isn't
Wait, this
about
is supposed to be
time
my
to wrap it
apology
up?
for the strength. Oh, God. I guess I'm gonna have to put both these episodes up at the same time or something. And just be like, I don't know, maybe this equals one episode.
This is the nadir of the entire series right now. Like, we've been pretty bad at
In
points.
and out of video games. This is a stain on history. Thank you, bottom right corner.
What is this?
Also, the main character...
You think he
is
had a
just-
change of heart? I mean, he did just admit to murdering a man live on television.
Well, you know, the main character is apparently all right to go out and...
The man was murdered live on television, and also he admitted that live on television, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, think harder about
Well,
this.
Yeah, thank you, Morgana.
so is it brainwashing, or is everybody just fucking stupid?
That's the ultimate Persona, 5 dilemma. Like, sufficiently sufficiently stupid audience is indistinguishable from being brainwashed. I don't know, or vice versa.
Sufficiently bad writing is indistinguishable from some sort of supernatural aspect of acting.
Guess that's expected.
Yeah, there you go.
I wish exams would magically disappear by the...
Because I honestly don't know if I'm supposed to be suspicious of what's happening right now, or if everybody's just so fucking stupid.
This game feels like when you've got like you've got just oxygen slightly cut off to your brain. You're just kind of like, oh, I'm so dizzy and disoriented.
you've been like on a treadmill for an hour or something.
Yeah,
and just
exactly.
like, oh,
We should go
And I-
stand up, and then you like sit down, stand up real quick, and that's this episode.
Like, I need to sit down again because things don't make sense to me right now, and I'm worried that it might be like a serious problem.
No, it's just Persona 5.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're just suffering from an excess of Persona 5.
Ooh, we can do this.
Anyway, here's exams. Here's where I have to admit that I've kind of been cutting out a few of the classroom bits because I just don't fucking care. So some of these things you might not remember.
Well, I
Yep.
mean, in fairness, like, I don't think any of this stuff has anything to do with the story. So it's just a little bit of a...
It's not like this is optional though,
It's
so I have to
completely-
include it in the episodes, even though I just like you can just tell that the
Time's up.
why are we doing this polite fiction that there's actually a time limit on these 2 questions? Or 3 questions?
no, there actually is. If you get it wrong too many times, you aren't
Oh.
as successful, and then you won't be able to get top grades in your class. Don't worry, I cheated, so I answered everything correctly. And I also have maximum knowledge at this point in time, so it's cool. God, I am like legitimately thinking, should we just restart this fucking episode? But no.
I feel like this is like performance art at this point, not intentional, just...
Like I am actually fighting against myself to just shut off the video and be like, okay, we got to do this one again.
This is the most no. I think we have to do this for the artistry of it, like the this is so shitty.
Persona 5,
This is so shitty that it actually is. It's necessary to display this. It's like it's part of the series.
It is. I mean, that's the whole thing, right? But like, I want to, when I started this channel, I wanted to do better than this, but
Wow.
Persona 5 beat that out of me.
Well, you don't have to finish this. I mean, you do, but
No, I have to. But it's just like it's progressively getting worse and worse over time. I mean, we had like one spike up in the
night-
episodes
yep.
prior to 100 and like the end of the Nijima saga. But
Yeah.
it's just it's like you come down higher just means you have farther to fall.
yeah, it's weird because it's like, okay, so you take the Nijima saga, or the Nijima Palace, then the Goro fight, and the Shido Palace, like all of that, or the Shido fight.
I mean,
like,
all the palaces are pretty great.
Like, yeah,
but
yeah,
then it's
you
just
take
like
that,
the
like,
Cheeto fight was also
that-
super good.
that sequence, like
I fucking love that fight. That fight is. I still got nothing but good stuff to say about it.
Oh, yeah,
It went
yeah.
on a little bit too long, but I was also playing on the hardest difficulty possible.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no, and it's like, so you get like a 3 or 4 episodes of just what we would consider to be, relatively speaking, gold, and it's like, and now we're just grinding back to a halt, like just grinding back to like a walking pace, and it's just
and
intolerable.
even now, it just feels even more directionless than usual.
Like, why didn't they just have like 3 palaces and they were all that intense? And why are they doing all this stupid bureaucracy that doesn't mean anything?
Or why didn't they just have 100 palaces that we did every
I'm all right with
hour?
Yeah.
I think she has a lot on her plate with building a. He has.
It's just like, okay, so we got 1 hour of doing some stuff, and now we do a palace. And then we got like 1 hour of talking to people, and then we got a palace.
Uh-huh.
Still,
Why do we?
And
just-
then it would actually feel like, we were really making a difference when we're just like pounding them out one after another.
Do you
Yeah.
remember
Even if
when
we just were to
Vince
see
woke up?
like the aftermath of them doing that or something.
Uh-huh. Like, if you
I
just,
don't know.
like, what is
And then,
this?
and then what you could do is for the Royal, you could expand on some of the ones that that were like really small the first time, make them larger dungeons. Instead, they put in 1,000 more scenes where I walk up to LeBlanc and then answer a phone.
Uh-huh.
They tell
Ooh,
me
we can
something
do this.
largely irrelevant because it can't actually affect the main, the plot line. Do. Q.
Ooh, we can do this.
And that's it? That's... Oh, we still got one more scene, of course.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh-huh.
it's been so easy for me.
I'm so glad we didn't go through all these classroom scenes. This just really underscores how much useless crap there was, even the stuff you're not showing.
It's also relevant to what we're talking about, though.
Uh-huh.